Hey, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving.
Actually, happy Indigenous Day. We tired of giving
That
old
part.
boy the props for that.
I know that's
Happy
right.
Indigenous Day,
Happy
everybody.
Indigenous
Happy
Day.
Indigenous
You know what I'm saying?
Day.
We out here. We hope
Yes,
that you guys
yes,
have an
yes.
amazing time with your friends and family, and you take this time and really cherish it, and spend it with the people that you love and you really
And
care
focus
about.
on the things that you're thankful for.
Like that
There's
mac and cheese,
so
bitch.
or a loving family, a
Amen.
job, a car that gets you to point
place
from
to
point
live.
A
Overrated.
to point B, a roof over your head,
Amen.
growth.
Ashe.
Right. I want to fold that into my vocabulary, Ashe. But yes, welcome back for another episode of More to the Story. I am Farron Moore.
And up to hear more. What's popping with y'all?
And today we have a really good friend that just relocated to LA
Look at God.
from Jersey just to be near us. He said it with his very mouth.
Yes. Just to be close
Sing it.
to you.
Sing it. Mr. Randy Lamar, your whole name, Southall.
My
Not
government
with the
name.
Lamar.
That's my government name.
Goodness gracious.
Saying my whole
It was
government
in
name.
his
Where my mom and daddy at?
email, and I was like, oh, that's our middle name. Never letting it go.
Yes.
Yes, Randy Lamar. Okay, y'all. So just jumping into it, we want to give a little backstory on how we met Randy. We actually met him back in January in our first trip to Jamaica. More mob, y'all know where we went. But yeah, met him there, and just amazing energy and spirit, and like everybody there was absolutely drawn to him, just wanted to talk to him, to know his name, what he was, just wanted to know Randy. And actually he approached us.
What's
And
up, black people? How y'all doing?
Right. So we sitting there like, who is this? Like we what we call him? We actually
mayor?
started calling him the mayor of the resort
Oh, Lord.
because he freaking knew everybody, entertainment, service, like he knew all the staff. It was crazy.
All the things.
All the things.
All
He
the
knew-
very things.
He knew all the things. But yeah, so we met him there, and just in getting to know him and getting to see how great his energy is, we find out that he is into tantra. Am I saying it right? I've only ever read it.
Oh, okay. So it's the tantric massage. I'm
Tantric
into tantric, and I'm also just into deep breathing, meditation, and connectivity with spirit, mind, body.
See, I wouldn't have said it that good.
She wouldn't have said it that elegant. And she says things elegant all the time.
I do.
would have fucked it all the way up. It would have said, he's in the toweling in your bathroom and flooring.
With the ground.
Right with the ground.
Oh hell no, that's crazy. Craziness.
I be fucking up with, oh, you all right?
Almost died. Did you see me?
Yeah, you shouldn't try to lean back that far.
No,
Lean back.
I thought this chair was better. I switched chairs so I wouldn't die, and I still almost
Do
died.
you need me to switch your chairs, bro?
No,
no
we
death
here
today.
now. I just won't make that mistake again, and if I do, then I didn't learn my lesson.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Okay, so
I just scarfed down those bags of chips so I can have some of them. I ain't eating nothing all day. And we about
you
to start
serious?
drinking. Not a goddamn thing all day.
Jesus. Okay,
I know.
Well, there we go.
But we good now, baby. We can drink.
Hootie hoo.
We got this rum in here.
We had some Cheetos so we can drink.
Uh-huh. I got some on my stomach
That's
now.
not how it works.
Yes,
That's
it
not
is.
how it works. Are you making the people think I don't take care of you?
You tried to bring me something to eat. She tried to bring me something to eat. I
did.
didn't want that at the time. So I should have took it. Because I thought we was gonna have more time than what we did, but traffic and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes. I do know. In this LA traffic, that is a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Yes,
Blessing.
yes, yes.
Rashad, no, I shouldn't have. Shout out to Rashad. He wasn't saw the live earlier. We were talking about burger places, and we were saying what's better between Carl's Jr. and goddamn, what was it? Carl's Jr. and Wendy's. And
Wendy's by far.
Wendy's
Yes,
by far.
Wendy's
One guy
by far.
at the barbershop though said Carl's Jr. and he likes their Beyond Meat burger, and I'm like, that's not even a burger. You can't vouch for that on you making a claim for Carl Jr.?
Yeah.
You're fucking with that. I called him a serial killer. The entire time I was there, I called him a serial killer and a drunk. I said, y'all just let anybody come in this goddamn barbershop. Just any old body and shit. It used to be a reputable place. I ain't telling my friends to come here.
My God.
You smoke crack.
Oh, wow.
You smoke crack, don't you, Sam?
0 to 100 all the time.
I'm drinking to that. I'm going to
Shout out to Randy rocking a Proud Pervert hat, too. Y'all can get y'all Proud Pervert merch. Fran got a whole site with merch on there. Y'all go ahead and support my baby and shit so she can take care of me. I want to be a kept husband.
A kept husband. That's what I'm aiming for, y'all. I'm trying to... I want to stay at home man, so I'm trying to take him off his feet.
Yes. Lift me up, queen. Lift me up.
The Baconator is different. What is that? Oh, Baconator.
I think she meant Baconator.
Baconator, yes.
T. Hudson, we ain't gonna hold it against you. I know you got hungry when you started typing it, because I do the same thing when I type anything with bacon. I understand that.
I thought it was like something else that was said earlier on the live or something. I was like, what I miss?
I really feel like I got my energy back with that last bag of chips. That was the third bag of chips, and now we good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Randy Southall in the motherfucking building.
So, Randy,
let's go with these goddamn questions.
No, we're not starting with that yet.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is a question, just not the convo cards. This is your what? How the hell are you doing? What's your 3 things that you are grateful for in your life right now?
Right now, I am grateful for life itself.
Okay, amen.
I am grateful for you all being here in this element with me. So I'm so grateful for that. And grateful to be relocated here in Los Angeles. I would have never saw myself here. So I'm extremely grateful, extremely grateful, foremost and foremost for my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for my son.
Awesome.
That's my buddy. That's my grown baby man.
Yes.
You know, they always your babies, but he's grown. He's green grown.
She always calls the kids the kid her baby. And I'm like, this nigga is the tallest person in the house. Right?
Baby.
She ain't no goddamn baby. I gotta get something for the baby to eat. Ain't no goddamn babies in our house. We got a grown nigga living with us.
I was working on the edit from the show last night, but me and the kid went K-popping and locking last night. At an ATEEZ concert. She's into K-pop. And so this is my first experience seeing them live, and it was a very intense, a very long, and very tiring. It was a good show though. They're great.
You got fun?
Great performers. A lot of the music I had heard before, but I was it was different seeing it live.
Yeah, our house is a K-pop concert with the kids.
It's a whole K-pop
you come
performance.
Downstairs,
she danced,
and it sounds like the scene of Fast and Furious.
So why was she so right? You so stupid. She would have got so offended from that statement.
Hilarious.
But why the song? This one song comes on, and she was like, "Oh my God, I love this song. This is the song that I was dancing to when I had to go to the emergency room." I was like, you realize that story that you just told, right?
God.
This song.
That's a very distinctive story, though. You know
exactly the emergency room.
You know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh Lord.
She was dancing in the living room to this particular song, and got them knees all twisted up, baby, and something popped out of place, and she strained her MCL, I think.
Oh gosh.
It was a mess.
She's 17, but she got the knees of a 70-year-old.
Oh God.
Knees, motivation, all of that of a 70-year-old. Bless her heart.
Well, here's to the knees of a 70-year-old.
Cheers.
Blessed be the ties that bind us together.
Oh my God. Oh, you to the knees of a 70-year-old. You're not claiming you're 70 right now, are you? Oh, okay.
I'm 105. I take
See, I was about
Geritol
to say,
every
he
day.
has never told us how old he is. He changes it all the time.
105. Steroids.
But taking it back to how we met Randy, in that we found out, that he did all the things he listed so eloquently in the meditation and tantric massage and the things. He actually treated me to one with he and Tahir actually treated me to a tantric massage, and it was amazing.
Yes.
It was like,
Bless.
I
Thank
don't
you.
even
I'm glad
know
you
how to
enjoyed
explain.
that.
I'm always like telling somebody about it. It was like, it was so slow and so much intention. And me and Tahir kept looking in each other's eyes and just like smiling. And it was like this whole experience. It was super, super dope. and something after our experience we wanted to share the
how
knowledge
beautiful.
and the get y'all Googling and searching so that you can explore it as well.
Yes.
So, yes, you are thankful for your son, for your move, and for being here. I needed a quick replay. And in that, I wanted to finish our intro, but now we're with the convo cards.
Yes.
Babe, you want to take this on? You want to?
No.
Are we gonna let
I'ma let
Randy
you-
pick his
yeah.
deck, or
Yeah, let him pick.
you want
which
to
one.
pick your deck? I think I want. We have the extreme personal questions.
Mm-hmm.
The After Dark, the Sexy 69
Mm-hmm.
questions. We have the best self icebreakers
Mm-hmm.
and best self intimacy.
You know, I'm just going on the record for saying Farron is punking out because normally she don't give the guests a chance to pick what they want. She just does it. But Randy's here. Randy, would you like to pick your card?
I literally told him that
Oh,
too.
my
Didn't I tell you that?
Oh,
we
my
went
God.
and grabbed dinner and discussed the show, and I was like, I may let you pick your own deck. I usually just do what I want to do. But I'm
Oh, somebody's allergic
Excuse
to
me.
Boom.
Scary ass little girl. That's crazy as fuck.
you
boy.
know what?
Don't GM now. Don't GM now. If you're gonna hold it out the whole episode.
Oh.
Scary ass.
I'm
The fuck?
scared. I'm scared.
I hate
Be afraid,
you.
audience. Be very
Oh,
afraid.
somebody said that Bono participates in something tantric. They don't know what, but something.
That's what's up.
Interesting, almost fact.
Man.
Oh.
Okay. I'm using the extreme personal questions because these had me asking my mama questions like, what was the weirdest thing you've had in your
Right.
ass?
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, you can ask your mama that. You can ask Randy some of this shit
I
now.
had pretzels in my ass one time because
Hold on, wait.
What happened was
You know what? Wait, I didn't know. I didn't.
That question wasn't for you. That question wasn't for you.
Shit, I'm sorry. But what happened is, I didn't
Since
put
we
the
here.
pretzel. I didn't put it in my ass like myself. But the people that was around me, everybody was eating, and when I sat down, we was drunk, we was high. Oh, pretzels in my ass. Oh, God, what?
I'll tell you something. You ain't gonna find no better story than Randy's story.
But wait a minute. Can we stop and ask Randy why was he naked sitting on pretzels
Oh.
for them to be in his ass? You can't gloss around that little detail.
All right, I won't gloss around it. Here's the deal. I don't believe in clothes.
He does
I
not.
just had a few people over, and we were drinking, and we was eating, and one thing kind of led to the other, and then before you know it, ooh, pretzels.
Listen,
Oh, ass.
T.
Pretzel
Hudson said,
plus ass equals pretzel and ass.
she said, so you discovered you were into pretzel play.
Hey, just make sure you don't get the real salty ones, because that friction
that's what I was worried about.
painful.
That's what I was worried about. Shit.
Oh my God. Were these pretzel sticks?
Yeah.
Like, no.
They were
Fairness
sourdough.
Fairness forever trying to peg
Twisted.
somebody, even hypothetically. Like,
Yeah. Always.
And we're
Always.
twisted.
Put me to the test.
Okay.
Tag me in, coach. Okay. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I like this. Okay. Here we go, y'all. I'm just gonna ask you this one question. I don't care about this other one. These cards come with two. I'm just gonna ask this one.
Oh, shit.
What is the most careless thing you have done in the bedroom?
The most
Did you almost
Just
die a little
bro,
bit?
I just thought about how wild the pretzel story was. So to go there, because he openly shared that one. So if we're coming off the pretzel story, buckle up, kids.
shit.
Buckle the fuck up.
All right. Wait a minute. Can you repeat the question one more time? That's for the people in the back. I couldn't. They couldn't hear.
What
For
is
people
the
in
most
back.
careless thing you have done in the bedroom?
I was on mushrooms one time.
Oh shit.
Chocolate mushrooms.
Fuck you, Randy.
No, seriously. And it was absolutely,
it
and that's
his fault?
exactly what happened
Was it
to
his-
the. I'm sorry. And no, it wasn't not. Well,
Oh,
not
okay.
yet, but
No,
not
the
really.
ones I gave you.
Yeah, huh?
The ones I gave you.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No, a friend of mine gave me a pyramid. It was like a shit, where is it? You got a small. You know how them little candies come into the little square, and it
Oh,
looks,
the Toblerone,
you know,
Toblerone or something like that.
Toblerone.
and it was like pyramids, like a little pyramid, and it had like a green sparkles on the outside of it. So my friend gave it to me. He's like, yeah, take this. I said, all right. Well, you know, what is it gonna do? He's like, you just feel nice. I said, okay, I'm a little high. I'm already smoking. I'm good. So she said, like, no, just don't take a whole lot of it. Take a little bit. So I took a little bit of it. Nothing. So I figured,
Take a
Take
little bit
another
more.
take more.
That's everybody's story. Do y'all not listen?
Hey, listen. So I took a little more, and then before you knew it, I started seeing Lucky Charm people and broom. It was absolutely amazing, but then a sensation came over me. So the people that I was there with, I'm like, you know, I feel like really relaxed and free. So they got some toys, and I said, I'm a boy. I'm not impressed. I'm a boy. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
And I said, don't do that. Don't. Oh, yeah, do. Okay. Okay.
He said a lot without even saying everything. I don't know exactly what that was.
Y'all know I'm crazy as hell. But it was so much fun. And that experience was absolutely mind-blowing.
Really?
It really was. Here's the deal. And I will say this. If, you know, be aware of you. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of your emotions. If you are depressed or if you are having any type of mad
negative
anxiety,
thoughts.
negative thoughts, do not partake in anything that is a hallucinogen drug or anything, even in drinking. Like, just be mindful of where you are.
Yeah.
And if you're in a good jovial state and you're around people who care about you and you're in a safe space, try a little bit of something, just a little bit. Don't overdo it. Give it a chance to work, like at least 45 minutes. Don't be like my dumb ass and say,
I
do it
feel
now.
like that happens so much. People be like, it was like, I think it was about an hour and I didn't feel anything. And actually, no, it was like maybe 30 minutes. You didn't give it enough time.
Exactly. Give it some time. Give it at least an hour to kick in. And then once that be moderate. But I had a ball. It was amazing.
You know what? We
I
got
hope
a
I answered
friend
that
that does not react to edibles whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, she one time took a 250 milligram
Edible.
And felt nothing after an hour and 10. She took the other one, still didn't feel anything the entire night. It's so crazy how some
And
people
ended up
completely...
ending the night smoking with me because she felt nothing from these edibles that she took. And I was like, shit, that was wasted on you. Get my shit back.
So also with they have no way to really regulate to see how much goes into what part of the chocolate. So that could have been it. And then it could be that her system is not even receptive.
Yeah, I don't think she
I don't
doesn't
think
have a
it's
gallbladder. And I really feel like that has something to do with like it being processed.
Yeah.
Have you looked that up?
Yeah.
Liar. You don't even know the function of a gallbladder.
Then why would you ask me? You know I didn't look it
Because
up.
I wanted you to own the fact that
I'm
you
owning
just
it.
spewing fake facts.
Hey, man, I don't give a fuck.
Let me get the peace card. Peace card. Kuna Matata.
When we talked to Tiffany, she told me to ask questions to make you go back and search. So I asked you a question.
That's fair. Shout out to the
Instead
homie
of just telling you a lying
Brandon.
ass liar.
Shout out to Tiff and Brandon. Love y'all, man.
Tiffany, if you watch this, I'm using the tools that you gave me.
Oh my.
Okay, another one, Randy.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. I feel like I usually do this to help people loosen up, but Randy already loose around
My
us.
Lord.
That means two things.
He's
Yo.
loose.
We told y'all where we met. What was happening the last time you thought you might be bullying someone?
What was happening the last time I thought I might be bullying someone? They forgot to give me my money. Yeah, that's what happened.
It wouldn't be no mic for me. I would definitely bully somebody that owed me something.
How did you handle it? Did you pull out a blicky? Did it get sticky with the blicky?
Okay, well, first of all, let's just...
Isn't that what they say in the music?
Yeah, but you don't ever say that again. I don't want you to ever say that again.
Heck, No,
You say hecky dog?
I said heck,
No. I ain't heard hecky dog since I was a teenager. I ain't heard nobody say heck it up.
Damn, that just shows that where I'm from.
Yeah, yes.
That just shows where I'm
Okay,
from.
heck
Yeah,
it
but yeah, if somebody owed me some money or whatever, and I have to, it's material, and I had to put it in perspective. If the person didn't have the money in the first place, ain't no sense in me being mad because I can't give it back.
Right.
So I had to learn from that lesson that taught me I don't loan people anything. I
Just
don't
give
do
it to
loans.
them.
I give it to them. If I can't afford to give it to them and not need it back, then I'll just say no.
Yeah.
That way it eliminates me having to halfway kill folks or be mad or fall out with folks
Right.
because they're not returning something that you gave them. It's like, nah, don't do that shit. Just, keep it moving and keep the love, no love lost. Just when they come back, just like, oop, bank's closed. Damn,
Right,
it just
right.
moved up.
Yep.
Dry desert.
Okay, Randy. So just a little bit, can you explain to us, because I want to get into the weeds of the awesome things that you know and do.
Thank you.
So, just for starters, how did you end up there? Because that's not where you started.
Right.
And you retired from airline
Right.
things, and now this is what you do for couples and
For anybody.
Yes,
For anybody, yeah.
So how did you get there from there to there?
I think I was morphing or evolving, and it started really hitting in 2012 when I started really starting to know myself and getting to know and not apologize for my person, what I felt inside, sexuality, the things I was feeling. Because the way I was brought up, we were taught that everything that had to do with anything gratifying that gave me fulfillment was sin or it was guilt, and guilt was always associated with pleasure. So when I was in relationships and I felt pleasure outside of the person that I was with, it was automatic guilt. Or if I was masturbating or doing something like that, and I do masturbate, it's a wonderful thing. When I discovered myself,
wonderful
that was the
thing.
blessed,
Put it on me
that was
too,
the
Amir.
blessed
Shit.
part.
Let's jack off. It's healthy,
Put it on
fellas.
all of us.
It is definitely healthy.
It's healthy, fellas. Jack off.
It's definitely healthy. And then,
ladies
yes,
too. Flip
yes,
that bean.
everybody should. And so, and got to the point where I even asked my partner to jack off with me. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really cool. And so the thing that women have to understand is, and what she didn't understand was that you're not the end all be all of the person that's in your life, of that relationship. And people have to understand that that we are companions to walk this journey of this thing that we call life. That we are spiritual beings having a human experience, but that no one human can fulfill the fulfillment of another human. You have to go within, because if you don't go within, you'll go without. And you'll start misunderstanding what's really happening. So with that being said, I started that journey because there were some things in me, there was questions, there was growth. And I'm like, how can a God or a mystery or a spirit create us to be pleasured when it comes to sex? And not want us to have
Explore
pleasure
that.
and explore that, and explore it with in depth and intentionally. The whole gambit. So with that, you're gonna grow. Your life is gonna grow. Your energy is gonna grow. Your spirit's gonna grow. Your vocabulary is gonna grow. When you're a child, you think, hey, these are things that we do as children. Oh, what's a wet dream? Oh, I know. I woke up one morning and this shit it's all wet. Okay. You mean I can experience this wet dream like on purpose, for real, like awake? Yes.
You know what's crazy? Is like the stuff that you know now as an adult, and the shit that you used to get teased for, used to deny, like masturbating and shit like that. Look, I don't jack off. Like I was jacking off. Okay, I was jacking off.
I was
as
jacking
a
off at 2.
teenager. Yeah, I was
about
jacking
to say,
off.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
At
my
2,
mom,
baby, at 2.
My mom had a massager, a little back massage. It was like a long
Somewhere.
one, and around here, I'd have that thing pressed against my dick, and I'd oh, baby boy.
Are you allowed to call it a dick when you're that young? Is it still a dick?
Against my peen.
Kiss your
When nothing
winky
was coming
toe.
out then, it was just like, it was a feeling at that point.
Because, I started masturbating when I was like, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 5 and 7.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what's
I
up.
started really, really young.
I'm surprised that you were able to get this. Well, I mean, I guess the nerves are there at that age, but it's just like that seems really young between 5 and 7.
Well, here's the deal: being raised in a religious household was challenging at best. My parents weren't the religious, but my grandparents on both sides were the religious factors, and they were beautiful and wonderful people. And when I was growing up, I was like, Mom, Dad, like, hey, what is this? What is this? What is this? And I always was that kid that had like a lot of questions. So we were taught such heavy religious order that I was not, when I got married, I didn't have sex until I was married. I was a virgin.
Really?
I was a full-blown
old
virgin.
lame ass nigga, why y'all waiting on get the puss, boy? Not me. 13, let me get that.
Yeah, nah, I didn't. I was because at 5 and 6, maybe 7 years old, I had a situation that happened to me that made me just really hate anything that I thought would have to do with sex.
Yeah.
Because I was forced by a couple of people to do some things that I should, that I knew that I shouldn't be
supposed
doing
to
this.
be. Yeah.
Why am I naked and laying on top of her and this guy's over here and this? I mean, I'm a kid. Like, what am I supposed to do? What's supposed to happen? And so ever since then, I was like, God, I don't.
Yeah.
And then when I got married, I was like, oh. Yeah, I don't know what to do because
Right.
I'm not educated. I don't know. I think that anyone who, if you have questions about sex, if you have questions about what your body likes, if you have questions about your partner, you have to go within yourself so that you know what pleasures you, and then be patient with your partner so that you know what pleasures them, whether it's he, she, them, they, whoever they are. Be patient with them, be patient with yourself, and don't be afraid to explore and know what gives you pleasure. If I touch you on your shoulder and you say that's painful, but if you touch me on the front of my shoulder, that makes me feel good. Why am I going to continue to pound you on this part of your shoulder when you told me that this is what makes you or brings you pain?
Right.
Oh, but everybody does that. That's what everybody does. No. Forget what everybody does.
Yes.
Listen. You got to hear
Yeah.
what your partner's wanting. And if you don't have a partner, what do you want?
You want. Yeah.
What do you want? Try some things out. Explore. It has nothing to do with your masculinity. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You be yourself. You got one time to go through this life.
Let me tell you
got
something.
One time.
Y'all see Randy right now, right? Randy he's a well-composed man right now. We met Randy and he had on leather straps and a mask, and you can't see it right now on scale. Randy is about 6'1", 6'2", big buff ass man, and he got all of this shit on, looking like a black band. And he's like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" He was like, "What is big black ass superhero buff motherfucker?" And you hear him talking right now, like, explore yourself. It blows my fucking mind. But that's the duality of people.
Yes.
Like, what you see is not what you should automatically expect. But we've been taught to think that.
Right.
Yeah.
You see somebody, you just automatically want to put them in a box. But man,
And people
it's so
you
important.
put yourself in a box too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're like, this is what society said I should be, so I should just do these things. Can't color outside these lines. Which, I mean, I know I went through that because I tell people all the time, my first trip to Jamaica was like a spiritual awakening for me. Nice. Like I already saw myself heading there, but after seeing that many people so free and comfortable being themselves, I was like, oh, I can't ever go back.
It was a gift and a curse.
And you just gonna be, you just about to get Farron.
It was a gift and a curse because she got so strong on like eating my ass, guys. I can't even express how hard she went. It went from her asking to her grabbing my shoulder, my arm, and be like, "I'm gonna eat that ass." Like, oh no, the fuck you not.
I think, but even with that, we've been.
I'm gonna get that.
So let me jump on. Let me piggyback. Quote on top of that.
Wait a minute. It's a video going around.
Oh shit!
And it's that guy. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get that.
Oh, sorry.
I ain't got no pussy.
Oh god.
I'm gonna get that butt."
Oh my god!
I see that one. I see that video.
Oh, no.
I've seen it recently, and you saying that just reminded me. I'm like, sir, look, this is ain't no pussy in this house for me to get at, so you better give me that butt.
My lord. My lord.
I will say we've definitely become more sexually free, unbounded, and it has allowed me to give myself grace, because y'all know we've talked about this before. I wasn't a big head person before. It takes a very long time for me to get head. I want to announce that Farron she's unlocked the key. We were in Vegas. and
Hallelujah.
bust all in her cheek. You understand me?
Hallelujah.
I was like, put it on me, man. Put it. Give me the solo. Give me the solo.
Look, you guys.
And I wasn't worried about how long it
my
took.
marriage in every aspect.
I wasn't
okay?
worried about how long it took. I was just sitting back, enjoying it. And before I had said it would take her to tie me up, so I couldn't do anything to force her off of me. But I was really just very present, very aware, very in tune with myself and my senses. And I was feeling every pleasurable moment while it was happening. And when it happened, I was completely blown away because it didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would have taken. But also, like, I wasn't clouding my brain with the thoughts of, oh my God, it's taking so long and self-doubt and beating myself up. I was just sitting back and enjoying it and allowing myself to enjoy that moment. And then before she knew it, she had a mouthful of nut, and I felt great about it.
Let's go.
Make that the goddamn promo. She had a mouthful of nutted, and I was proud of her. I wish y'all could see
My
her
sweet
face right there.
My sweet Val watch these promos now.
Oh, Lord.
I already asked the woman what she put in her ass. Tell me so much sweet Val can take.
I love it though, but
yes, what were you about to say, Freya?
So here's the deal. I love that energy that to hear and that is so beautiful. Like everything that we as human beings, especially as Black human beings, there were so many things growing up that was taboo. You could not explore that. You couldn't, and if you did explore it, you kept that quiet. But now we're in an age and a time. You look at we're post-COVID, I'm saying, post-COVID and moving on, now it's time to live life. We found out that life is precious. That death was a reminder how precious life really is.
Yeah.
And why not explore and enjoy each other? Live.
Right.
Live. Ain't nobody came back and told us any different. Live.
Absolutely.
You better live, because ain't nobody, like you said, ain't nobody told us life is any different or what follows. Imagine living your whole life correctly and then getting to heaven and can't fuck no angels.
You know what? You know what to hear. I'm throwing the peace card on you.
You know
Bam!
You got wings and you can't fuck in the air. You can't fuck while you flying.
I'm gonna throw the peace card on
The
it.
rivers are running full of honey. I want to fuck somebody on the Gold Street.
Gold Street.
I want to fuck somebody in that river of honey.
Oh my God.
Get that sticky icky
So-
on the titty itty itty.
Oh my God.
I'ma leave it
I hate
alone.
you. I hate you so much. And so just in
They
looking
call
up
you a squirrel.
things.
Because you're going to get that nut.
I love it.
That's my emoji.
I love it.
Yeah.
We've been trying to
love
figure it out for a while.
Farron is the
I'll
squirrel.
take
Farron is the squirrel emoji.
Yes.
She loves it. Way to go, guys. We finally got it. Clap all around for the squirrel. Ooh, it took a year and some months, guys. It took a year and some months, but we finally got it.
It took a minute, but we got it.
Yes.
That's my emoji. You said years and months. Okay. So if for a couple, because the way that you kind of took us under your wing with the tantric massage, how would you suggest that a couple get started?
Communication.
In that space?
I would suggest that couples really talk to each other. And here's what I'm gonna say when I say talk to each other. A lot of times you'll have couples that say, "Okay, yeah, honey, you can say what you want, and I'm not gonna get offended." Bullshit. You have to go and search the things inside of yourself, especially guys. We always say, yeah, we want our ladies to do this, and we're more liberal with what ladies have to do with each other or with themselves or whatever. But when it comes down to a female asking a male what he likes or what he wants, don't be afraid. But then, ladies, don't hold what he says against him. If he says he likes X, Y, and Z, you can't then hold X, Y, and Z against him.
Yep.
And vice versa. If she says she likes ABC, you can't hold ABC against her. Whatever that is, be willing to allow your partners to be free and be willing to accept them for who and what and how they are and not try to change that.
I have a question pertaining to that. So if yours was about that, I'll let you go first, but I definitely wanted to
It
touch
was
that.
pertaining
But
to
go
that.
ahead.
So two things you said that really just resonated with me was asking, because that was a conversation that he and I had when we went through our stint of just not having sex
Mhm.
We
as
wasn't
much
fucking.
as much. And it was like, okay, what turns you on? Like, we just thinking about how things have always been initiated with us. It was like I didn't really know.
Mhm.
And I hadn't learned anything, really learned anything or retained anything from it. So I was like, okay, specifically, what do you feel like you need? And he couldn't answer it.
Mhm.
And so it was kind of, it took time for him to like really tune into his own body and realize what he does and does not like, what he's is and is not willing to try on like a serious, like sitting down and figuring it out type of situation. Because like I would have never tried to like restrain him before.
Mhm.
But then in talking to him more and more about what he's into, I'm like, oh, so he's not totally against that. And I did not know that because of his personality. He didn't seem like he would have punched me in my face if I tried to tie him
But
up.
always remember evolution.
Yes,
Always remember
yes.
evolution. Remember, everybody that's listening and everybody that's watching, that we all evolve. I don't give a damn who you are, where you come from, what color you are, how religious you are, how strict you are, how disciplined you are. We all evolve. We all get older. We all change. Things change. Our minds change. Our spirits change. Everything about us. Our hair changed. Hell, I lost all of mine. This is nice. I mean, like everything changes.
What
Not
was your
only
question?
that,
Yes.
but your security and your comfort level changes with
Yes,
the
it does.
person that you're dealing with.
Yes.
If we had remained very surface and not dive deeper on what we like, and going through those hard times forced us to have very difficult conversations, which allowed us to grow and allowed me to drop my guard and be more vulnerable and be more open to those things. Because I said it before on different podcasts, I didn't start trying hard drugs. And by hard drugs, I mean like Molly, X, shrooms, all that type of shit, until I was with Farron, because she made me feel safe.
Nice.
Whereas I'm not gonna try that with one of my homeboys, because these niggas ain't gonna take care of me like that.
Well,
If
I'll
I
take
start
care of you,
phone-
bro.
I appreciate that. Solid
I mean
ass
it,
brother.
'cause y'all-
Like real
'cause
talk.
I'm serious, because y'all my family. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I mean, it's y'all already know that.
But
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Come on.
So
Randy,
that
something
actually
happened to
ties
my
into-
babe while he in
Come
your
on.
care.
We
That
done.
actually ties into my question. Like, Insecure did a very good job at touching on it and really just addressing it head on, because men aren't allowed to experiment as much as ladies are. Right, the episode where I think it was
when
I think with
Molly was
Yvonne,
dating-
Yvonne's character Molly was dating a guy who was
Who had been
who
with
had been with a man. He was experimenting in college, and I say that because you brought that up. And ladies, if you ask your man something and he tells you that, you got to think about. Well, first of all, you got to think about you with somebody that you want to ask those questions to,
Yeah.
right? Because if they say something like what Molly character's partner told her, that he experimented in college and he liked it and he would be open to possibly trying that again, is that something that you are ready to really handle? Can you handle a man being explorative?
Yes.
Explorative like you are. A lot of women will toe that line, or they'll try something in college, or even on vacation they'll try something with another woman, and they don't consider themselves gay or bi anything.
Right.
But the moment a guy says that, then they're automatically put in a box, and they have to live
Absolutely.
by
Right.
those rules. Society wants them to live by those rules and be nothing else. Like they can't walk a line of duality because of this one time, or
Yes,
because
yes,
they're
yes.
interested, or because that piques their interest. So what would you encourage a woman to do before she asks those questions, or if they ask those questions and they receive something like that, what would you encourage someone to do, Randy?
I would encourage people to take a deep breath and deeply breathe. I'm talking take a deep breath, and while you're taking that deep breath, remember what you're going to ask and put yourself in that question. If you can put yourself in that question and reverse it. So if I say I'm going to ask my partner a question, I'm going to pretend like I'm the partner and that they're asking me the question. And will I tell the truth? Yes. But can they handle the truth? I'm not sure. A lot of times in relationships, we say, oh, we want this, tell me the truth. Nah, that's bullshit. You're not ready for the truth.
Yeah.
You're ready for something so that you can control it. But I'm a control freak. Well, I'm getting better. But I'm a
Same.
control freak. And so it takes a lot to not control the situation. It takes a lot not to label the situation. It takes a lot not to label issues or things. But if you're with someone you truly love and they truly love you and you truly love them and they care, then there is nothing, absolutely nothing that you all can't discuss.
I feel like white men have an easier access to that experimenting and curiosity lane than black men do. I feel like the moment a black man says something like that, they're instantly looked at as not being as masculine, not being a protector, not being able to do the things that a man could do because of that. And you know, that's not my cup of tea, but I don't get that. Like, I've met straight men who were small and scrawny, and I've met gay men that were big as fuck. Like, some niggas, I'm like, I gotta shoot him. I can't fight this nigga one-on-one. It's not gonna work. And I feel like sexuality does not dictate that level of masculinity or their manliness in any sense. It's and I could be wrong. Like, it could in the Chinese culture or the Asian culture in general, a person can say they're gay and be looked at completely different. But all I can speak for is for what I've seen, my personal experience, friends and things another. They're instantly demasculated because of a particular sexual preference. And I think that shit is just so unfair. Like, I know there are rap artists that want to come out. We know there are choir directors that want to come out. I mean, we do. Let's just keep it a buck. We all like been to a church or grew up in a church, and we know that. And it sucks that these people have to live under cloak and dagger instead of being able to embrace us for fear of being looked at as less than. Let me tell you something. I've had some painful shits. So for a man to be able to take a dick up the ass and still be able to handle this shit, y'all need to back the. I'm just saying in the sense of like, that doesn't make you less than. If anything, kudos, motherfucker.
So
you're stronger than me.
You're stronger than me.
So but you oh Lord.
Call Jesus on the main line. I got questions.
But going back to you saying that the first step on this tantric journey for actually anybody is to start with communication. So if you're doing this with a partner, what if in that communication, especially when it comes to sex, you and your partner, you realize that what you're into, your partner isn't.
Okay.
What do you do with that?
Do you love each other?
Yes.
And is this your companion that you've
part
chosen?
doesn't change.
Right. So that part doesn't change. So with that, there is a place that is called grace in a relationship. There's a place that's called grace in a relationship where when you have a partner that's not quite in the same thing, then you have to give your partner permission to explore whatever that is that gratifies them within your parameters or the rules that you set for your household. And if that partner can explore and can continue to explore those things, even while the other partner's watching, maybe something's going to happen to where that other partner will start participating more, may start doing some other things more. And who knows, a year from now, that partner may love what they first hated or what they was first afraid of. A lot of times what stops men, especially black men, but just men in general, is fear. Is fear of being judged, fear of the unknown, fear of the security not being there. Like, if I really tell my core group of people that I like X, Y, and Z, then I'm going to be judged and maybe ostracized or maybe kicked out. But you have to go beyond that and give zero fucks about who and what people think. Who and what people think about, first of all, your relationship, how you conduct your relationship, how you conduct your household. Don't nobody have any authority to dictate what happens to individuals behind closed doors.
Especially if they ain't paying no bills in that bitch.
And even if they are paying bills, they still have no, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no, here's my thing. Be who you are. Unapologetically.
Okay, babe, I'm going to buy a silicone butt.
Let's do it.
And a strap on.
So you can get good at pegging?
So that I can just have that experience.
Okay.
Since You're not
try it.
into it.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. I'm going to buy a new old school to throw hydraulics on. Since you're not into that experience, because I can't
I
ride you.
talk car things with you.
The fact that you refer to it as car things lets me know that you're not into
God.
that
I
experience.
mean, like, ooh, flat tires, right?
No. I saw a video the other day, and
you
it was
leaning on
from
it? Is that safe?
yes, it was from I don't know the guy. He was an African guy, but he basically said I think the caption was, "What happens when you die?" He said, "When you die, there will be a funeral. Your friends and families will come. They will mourn. People will fly in from out of town. They will go up to your casket. They will grieve you. After the funeral, your family's going to start to prepare the food for these people that came to see you and send their farewell, send you off, right? At the place, that gathering, there are going to be a couple people who might start arguing because somebody's going to feel like they invested more and you're going away and your farewell that other people did or they should have, all those type of things. And then the next day, traffic on the 405, I just used LA, traffic on the 405 is going to be just as bad. The day after that, your job will start looking for somebody to replace you and take over your position since you're no longer there. The first 6 months are going to be very difficult for your family. And then on the year of your passing, year anniversary of your passing, your family will remember you and some of your close friends will, but the rest of the world we're going to keep on going. And then the traffic is going to continue to be bad. And that person that took your job may get a promotion. Basically, he was saying that the world is going to keep going regardless to you dying. Your family and friends will miss you initially, but eventually you will become a distant memory. You have to live your life for you during your life. You cannot wait. You can't figure out if it's going to get better or things are going to get easier for you to embrace your motherfucking truth right now. Because walking around making yourself small in places that you should fill up is never going to be a life fulfilled. Never. Live your fucking truth.
Yeah. Amen for that.
Yep.
Amen for that.
Thank you, babe. So, okay, we have communication. What's next?
Communication and then give permission.
Give permission.
Give permission
What do you
to
mean by
explore.
that?
Give permission. Give that person permission to grow and to explore. Give them time. Give them energy. And don't beat someone over the head because they're more liberated than you are.
Farron.
What?
Farron's way more liberated than me. And initially, I had to allow myself to get to that place where
Did I beat you over the head with it?
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just
Okay.
saying, like it. I was normalizing it. A lot of times when you're getting this type of advice, it may not apply to the people who are questioning the interviewer or the interviewee. I'm just always trying to normalize stuff and let y'all know that the shit that he's talking, we've been through some of this shit, and we want to be the figures that you guys can lean on and refer to when you have these type of questions and that you are questioning if you can do it. We did it, and we from the hood. Three of my uncles smoke crack. I'm from the hood.
Yo.
So, and her
Yeah.
daddy sold crack. One of my uncles sold crack to her daddy.
Say, and I got some aunts who still currently.
I little dabble. I dabble a little.
Yeah. MTM TV, you about to get put out. Say one more thing. You hear me?
Now you done got in trouble.
What
I said something to her
I
earlier today.
know. I've been
but
tracking these comments.
Now you done got in trouble, MTM.
Talk about the conversation.
Ain't shit I can do now. Once you in trouble with her, yeah, okay, motherfucker. He be talking shit. He does that every show. That's what he do.
cool.
He got baby doll hair.
That's all good.
It's thin as fuck.
I wish I had baby doll. I have no hair.
Listen,
You look good, bald though.
Thank you.
a lot of black men can't pull off the bald and no facial hair.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
you and it's Jeezy.
Like,
Literally
oh
it.
my god.
Just you and Jeezy that can do that
Oh
shit.
my god.
So, okay. So down this tantric journey and trying to better connect with your partner, we communicating, we giving permission, and thank you for explaining what those mean. What's next, or is it just the growth and
Then it's
flow
just
from there?
practice. It's
just
practice from there. It's
Okay.
it's practice from there. It's practice and giving, and then once you give your partner permission, you have to give yourself permission to feel what it is that you're feeling. If you are feeling angry, if you are feeling left out, if you're feeling like, oh, my partner's growing and I'm not, or if you feeling like, oh, I'm not enough for my partner, always know that each person is more than enough. You were born more than enough. You were born more than enough.
Yeah.
So don't let those things and those times of growth can sometimes be painful. Change can be painful, but it's also rewarding. It's also beautiful to see a person evolve and graduate together, especially when we in this thing that we call a relationship.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's not eternal. It's here for us
Right.
for Earth. So why not we journey together and explore and grow, and we can cry together, and we can love together, and we can be mad together, and we can be sad together, but we can be fulfilled together.
Yeah.
And then I think ultimately, when you're celebrating your partner finding their big and finding their spot or finding their gratification, that's going to also release creativity within yourself for you to now explore what brings me alive, what makes me spark, what is my spark, and then everybody can spark together, and then maybe you guys as a couple can go and then teach other people as a couple. What I do, I love to do deep breathing, because a lot of times, a lot of us, even people on this podcast right now, have not breathed today. Yeah, you're breathing,
Yeah.
but you're not breathing. You're not living. You
We're
haven't
gonna
taken
get
a deep
into
breath.
those breathing exercises in a little bit.
Yeah.
So yes, beautiful segue.
Yeah.
You know what? But everything you just said just made me feel so validated in our journey to get to where we are now, because it was the frustration, the trying, our trial and error, and the conversations, and so many conversations, and so many uncomfortable moments. But now at this point, like, we give each other permission to be human.
Yes.
And it feels really good. And so when I hear other couples talking, and it's just certain issues or whatever that we've already worked through, or certain beliefs that we never had, and I see it, and it's like, whew, thank God that we made it past that.
It's cool. I mean, but it's cool, y'all, because tomorrow's not promised to nobody.
Right.
Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow doesn't exist. It never had. Tomorrow never existed. All you really have is right now.
Yep.
So in those now moments that we call life, let's live. If I'm gonna be here, let's live, and let's live it up.
Beautiful. Okay, we are going to thank you so much. I'm excited because we got another episode with Randy. He here for a whole another good time. So we're gonna wrap up this segment. You good?
Yep.
Okay. Did you have something to add?
No.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap up this segment. I do want you, Randy, we're gonna close out both of them with just letting people know if they want to get in touch with you, or if you want me to vet people, you want them to DM us.
Yes, I want everyone that's listening and everyone that has questions or wants to explore further what I do. Call Farron.
Inbox us.
and
It can't go.
Inbox. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
inbox. Yeah. So
Inbox,
inbox, and then they will connect with me, and then I'll direct, and then we can do something personal. But I'd rather go through you all, because I feel like that's in all honor and respect. I want to give that to you guys.
Look at you. Yeah. See why we fucks with him? So email if you are interested in connecting with Randy and getting more information. Email moretothestorypodcast@gmail.com, and I will get back to you.
Bless.
Okay. All right. So this has been another episode of More to the Story. We will see you next week. I am Farron Moore.
I'm to hear more.
And we will see you next week.
Bye, gang.